Briar, just a few more finishing touches. All right, I think we're done. What do you think? Welcome back to Briar Patch Book Read-Aloud. Do you guys like to paint? Briar and I, we like to paint too. In our story today, there's a little girl named Pay, and she's going to go on an adventure to learn how to mix colors. And don't worry, Briar, there's a dog in the story too. In fact, that dog talks. You're going to love it. Guys, join us as we begin. Color, Paisley's Adventure in Shade, Tint, and Tone. Well, this is new. It all began with an assignment from my teacher. Draw a picture, she said. Not again, I thought. Couldn't I take a test or write a 2-page essay? Sure. Other students create these amazing masterpieces. The only thing I've mastered is drawing stick people. I went home and I sat and I sat and I sat. It wasn't a stick figure, but there was something just as boring about my painting. Maybe I'll call it the lousy lizard. At least it was something. It was a start, but how to finish it? That's when Vinnie had an idea. Oh, by the way, Vinnie is my trusted, loyal companion, my right-hand man, my amigo, my buddy. I think you get the picture. I named him after a famous artist, but more on that later. That's when it happened. I took the brush and abracadabra. So, okay, I didn't say abracadabra, but that was the idea. I took the brush and hocus pocus. Okay, it wasn't even that. I was actually cheering hip hip hooray because I was finished drawing, or at least I thought I was. Well, you can see for yourself what happened. So this is where the story really begins. I always wanted to be in the pictures, although I don't think this quite solved my problem. Watch out! Now, that's what I call a jumbo crayon. We had slipped, or should I say fallen, into the page that Vinnie and I had been working on. We were small, but Vinnie still had some big ideas. He rolled a paintbrush towards me for the second time, but unfortunately, I had already found myself in a sticky mess. This must be what it feels like to have a green thumb. I had spread green all over my picture. That's when an idea struck me. I grabbed the paintbrush and went to work. Ta-da! Green is my favorite color. No more lousy lizard, I call it. The green gecko in the green jungle. Vinnie cleared his throat and began. Pay's one-color dramatics is called monochromatic. Mono means one, and chromatic means color. One color. It doesn't have to be green, all yellow, all blue, all purple. The choice is up to you. Paint on. How did Vinnie learn the word monochromatic? More importantly, how long has he been able to talk? That's when I heard it. Me, 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 me. Sounded like singing, but then I realized it was my paints. Wow! Who taught my paints to sing? Probably the same person who taught Vinnie to talk. More color options, but which to choose? That's when Vinnie spoke up again. May I suggest mixing a little black with a little green? This is referred to as a shade of green. It's darker, like a shadow. Ooh, this painting has a dark side. Now, let's see what happens when I do the same thing but with white. A little assistance, please, Vinnie? It's a tint, a hint of white, Vinnie said as he added to the painting. What will happen if I mix green, my original color, with both black and white? Only one thing to do. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Translation, let's get to work, Vinnie explained as we mixed all 3 colors together. A little here, a little there, and voila! It was a symphony of color. Oh! Vinnie howled. This is what we call a tone, tinting and shading a color with black and white. Tone can also be created by just mixing a color with gray. Too bad I'm tone deaf. Now this is picture perfect. It's a monochromatic picture, but the shade, tint, and tone make it more interesting to look at. I call it a monitor lizard. Get it, Vinnie? Now that's music to my ears. Vinnie, our work here is done. Hip, hip, hooray! As much as I enjoy Greenville, the Emerald City, it's good to be back in the real, multicolored, life-size world. So remember, buddies, get toned and go green. I hope you enjoyed that story. Now it's your turn to go on some painting adventures. You're going to need a few supplies. First of all, a paintbrush, and then you're going to need some black paint, some white paint, and then choose your favorite color. Briar, she's feeling blue today, so we're going to go with blue, or my favorite color is green. Whatever is your favorite color, go for that. And let's start mixing. Feel free to pause the video so you can mix the colors yourself. Then when you're ready, go ahead and press play and keep on mixing. Vinnie's Vice. A shade of color is that color combined with black. Task number 1, use paint to mix your chosen color with black. A tint of color is that color combined with white. Task number 2, take the same original color from task number 1 and mix it with white. A tone is both shading and tinting a color at the same time. Task number 3, mix your original color from the previous activities with both black and white, or just gray. Today, we learned that monochromatic means to create a piece of art in one color. You can use shade, tint, and tone. Task number 4, use your favorite color and create a painting from that one color. Go crazy and create. Parental reminder, feel free to repeat these activities with multiple colors, but always ask your parents' permission first. I hope you enjoyed our story today on Briar Patch book Read-Aloud. Join us next time as we go on more adventures. Bye! Please like and subscribe and keep on joining us for more Read-Alouds.